This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV, and I've got a Highlander game today that was recommended to me by my good friend Spike from the land before time. He is here to cast it with me. What's up, Spike?
Hey guys!
Oh, hey, Salamancer. Thanks for having me here.
Oh man, what's going on, dude? It's been a long time since we have played together in the Highlander arena.
It has. You do much more of the professional casting now, and I still stick with the playing. I don't really cast, so.
Yeah, it's true. I actually had to abandon my team, but we've got a big mid-fight going down right now. And it looks like Q, the first casualty here, but I think he was dead ringing, maybe? So, he'll be okay. Ah, that was a dead ringer spy that actually died, so it looked like his demo man went down. Oh, big pick there by Cylon on Versus, and it looks like BRB.U here, the red team, is losing a lot of players at the moment. Meanwhile, though, ooh, big headshot there on Carbon 14 for DMS. As soon as this mid-fight is over, I'm going to have you tell us what these teams are all about, but so far the mid-fight is still going strong here. A Kritzkrieg actually popped right now on the soldier here for BRB.U, and no, is countered by an Uber here on the point. So blue team getting the cap so far, and they're trying to do it pretty quickly. Sounds like we've got some sniping going on. Can this sniper get anything? Liquid looking for a kill right there on the middle point, but I think he has been spotted out, so no kills at the moment. Blue team does manage to capture the point. That's going to give them the forward spawns, but look at how aggressive our red team is being here. BRB.U wanted to get the kills. Sounds like there's a headshot went on somebody there, and the Kritzkrieg is at 75% already. This is the craziness of Highlander, especially on Yukon, where these mid-fights can last so long, they can actually run 2 crits before they have to fall back almost. And there you go, fully charged. He's got his demo man ready to go. This could be really big. The demo man wants to get out there, and oh, putting the stickies up, he gets Ebes. So that is, looks like, oh gosh, who is Ebes? I don't even know. Oh no, using the Vitasol on the spy, and the medic goes down. Scar is down. So I think that is going to be it for the mid-fight. We're going to watch some of this action, but Spike, tell us a little bit about the 2 teams that are playing today.
DMS is currently the blue team. I have a bunch of buddies on DMS. I actually played with them for a past, last fall or spring. I played with them for a, Comfit Highlander tournament. I played heavy with them. I have a bunch of buddies on the team, and I know the team leader, Cylon. He's also a UGC admin, which is the league that this game is being played for right now. The other team, that is Deathmark Shoulders, shortcutted DMS, and the other team is...
The other team is, I believe, BRB.U, right?
Yes, BRB.U, which stands for...
As you told me earlier, be right back.
Uninstalling.
There you go. Oh, a lot of damage coming down on the blue team right now. That is DMS, the Death March Soldiers. They have lost their sniper trying to push into second, and losing your sniper is actually a pretty big deal in Highlander. When one team has a sniper and the other doesn't, that sniper advantage is just such a pain to push against. So you can see here that blue team does not want to push around here. Red feels very, very confident about stacking up in this this choke area. Oh, and here come the stickies right away. Crit stickies, but they're pushing into... Oh my god, look at that. Not only are the crit stickies pushing into an Uber, but actually beautiful play by Carbon 14, the engineer for blue team. He was using that new, one of those new Deus Ex promotional items, I think, to just completely negate the crit stickies altogether. He was just zapping them. What is that called?
Short circuit.
The short circuit, that's right. Using the short circuit to its full effect to zap those stickies away, so there's just no damage coming down whatsoever. Ebes now dies again, though, to a headshot this time. And Ebes, of course, I believe... Do I have that right? Ebes the medic for blue team. I need to... There we go. Reload my HUD. That's what I was seeing. Cylon trying to get a kill here on a pyro. Not going to happen yet. But yeah, sounds like we've got, once again, the crit stickies are going to be popping around here at any moment. Or no, actually crit rockets this time around. We're critting the soldier, trying to get a kill on the medic here. Not quite able to catch him out. And now there goes the demo man as well. Oh, and the medic down. Now the soldier's probably going to fall very quickly. But he does fall back to his protective heavy here. So Versus taking a little bit of damage for the team and keeping the blue team here at bay just for a little bit longer. Still, though, Ebes is going to have an Uber advantage now. Mai's backfire is just trying to check around here and see what he can do at the flanks. Can he get through this lower area uncontested? Maybe. You want to watch those flanks as much as possible here on Yukon, eh? And you played a match today, didn't you, Spike?
Yes, I did. I played against the I don't know how to pronounce it. It's their abbreviation is MAC, the McLeod clan.
Oh, okay.
They're a steel team, I believe. I'm also a steel team.
Nice. So how did your Yukon game go?
It was great. We actually last week was our preseason week, and this was our first week. we kind of redid our roster. We went back with the same team name that I used for the last fall season. Then we changed our team name this summer and kind of redid the roster, and then we changed it back to the original name, which is Land Before Time. And we still are working out kinks in our roster, but it looked like we got a pretty set this week. We played really well.
All right. Oh, crits heavy coming in here, and once again the Uber popped. Blue team really doing a great job with their invulns right now, and oh, this demo man is going huge. Q getting a lot of kills right now. Wants to push his team up to the second point. He may very well be able to do that. Soldier here trying to stop that from happening, but with Somnus here getting so many kills on the heavy for DMS. It looks like only 3 left alive right now for red team. Oh my gosh, blue is, I think, being a little bit cautious about this when they should know they have a big player advantage. Look at this teleporter right down here, though. This has not been taken down yet, and actually at heavy, teleporting straight through it, so even as the point gets capped, he's trying to deal some damage, but just not able to take on the heavy medic combo and all the other damage that was coming down. Even a mini sentry over here, adding it to the DPS. So red team now back up to their last point. They've actually got only 7 up right now. 2 or 3 just spawned, and they're missing their heavy, missing their pyro. If anything, I think blue team wants to push in as quickly as possible, but we will see. Highlander tends to be pretty slow. And Spike here seems to be typing something, so I will leave him to that. But, okay, so red team, yeah, once again backing out here. They're not able to get a lot of aggression going down right now. Both assassination classes right now. The Spy and the Sniper are down. Blue team Ubering very, very quickly, and now knocking out the medic for red once again. Red just consistently running this Kritzkrieg and trying to get the statue kill as a medic. Not quite getting it, but I always love seeing those aggressive medics going for the melee kills on stuff like heavies when they're just not paying attention. Heck now just running around and seeing if he can't find an enemy to kill. And Spike, how did you guys like playing on Yukon for Highlander?
Personally, I'm not familiar with the map. It's a well-known map in the competitive sixes play, but I really don't think that I've ever seen or heard of it being used in a competitive Highlander league or tournament or anything. So it was definitely a first for me. It's got I don't know, it's an interesting map. It goes from these wide open areas like you can see on this last point. It's pretty wide open, like it's got some long corridors, and then it comes to such a small choke point right here. You got like 3 paths that come all into this relatively close area, and then it opens up kind of on point 2. You've got the side angles that you can come in from, you've got this long corridor, you've got this really long banana like around the corner, and then you come to another choke point, and then it opens up towards mid, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, and in that respect, it's a little bit like Granary, but we actually have some action going on right now. Wrangled Sentry here taking a lot of damage and just completely absorbing it. Demo Man jumping in and trying to knock it out. Hugh ends up getting launched up into the air there, and that is some fun stuff. Oh, Cylon actually trying to use the confusion there to get in behind the heavy and stab him, but that's not going to happen either. Sounds like, though, actually Dink just got hit there in the head by... what is that, 1Q? What is that sniper's name? Oh, that's Liquid. I'm sorry, that was Liquid, so it shows up weird in my kill stream, but there he was. Oh, Q getting around here behind the enemy team right now, and oh, good kill on the Demo Man, but it looks like he's going to go down to a heavy. That means Red, I think, should be able to push out here and cap, once again, their second point, not be so much in danger, but oh no, their medic actually getting caught out here by a soldier-medic combo. Nonetheless, he does get away as this Pyro saved his life. Who is this Pyro? This is Caffeine. So, Caffeine saved his life. I've got to say, Caffeine has saved my life a few times as well.
I think we can all say that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, Wolfie here on DMS. You know what? I was going to say I hardly know anybody on these teams, but I have played with Wolfie before. He's been in TF2 lobby with me quite a bit, actually. So, shoutouts to Wolfie, bro. This guy is a scary person to play against in TF2 lobby.
He is quite amazing as Scout, which, I don't know, I can aim, and I can run around fast, but I can't do both at once. I don't know how any Scout does it well.
Yeah, it looks like there was some aggression there onto that last point once again. The sentry is down, so if anything, yeah, blue team is actually pushing right now. They've Ubered. The Pyro is dead, so he can't air blast them away anymore. And look at the beautiful Uber flashing right here onto the soldier who's taking a lot of damage. There you go. Quick cap to Team Blue, a.k.a. Team DMS. The Death March soldiers coming out to a 1-0 lead here in this Highlander game. And by the way, guys, Spike really talked up this game to me. So this is why I'm casting it so late at night. It is already 12:20 in the morning, and I have work tomorrow. But this is going to be an exciting game. So we are going to get into the action here. On the way out to mid, let's just see. It looks like they are running the whip, and can you tell us a little bit about that? Have you guys run the whip yourselves?
We actually did not run the whip tonight, which was suggested to us by our Pyro, but our soldier didn't end up doing it. It really, I'm not quite sure what the effects are, but it's a melee weapon and it does a lot less damage like against enemies by using it. But when you hit your allies with it, it greatly increases their movement speed and allows you and your teammates to move across the map at a very quick rate.
Yeah, it's great for those rollouts. But look, we've actually got finally red team deciding to run a regular Uber now instead of a Kritzkrieg. They do Uber out onto the point. Not a lot of damage or kills coming down from that yet. It looks like Sentry has gone down. Now Q and Dink have gone down as well, and Dink, of course, the sniper for DMS. Yeah, red team still has everybody up, and they're doing a great job of killing. Wow, Caffeine with some huge kills right now. We're just watching the Caffeine cam a little bit. He's been amazing this game so far. And yeah, red team has actually completely wiped out DMS. DMS lost all but 3 of their players there, and I think most of those were on respawn. So, yeah, well done to BRB.U for getting right back into this. Both of these Platinum Highlander teams are going to have a very, very exciting game for us. Let's just see here. Liquid trying to help his team push. Of course, having that sniper pushing forward is really great. But, oh, I think he just walked right into a spy there.
If you look at the points, the teams at this point in the game are very, very even. The classes are very even on points themselves, and also just the total amount of points that the teams have.
Yeah, another Uber popped in here for red. They did have a significant Uber advantage, and now Eebs would have an advantage here. I mean, if he can start healing somebody again, which there he goes, yeah, going to have maybe a 20 or 30% advantage by the time this is over. Carbon 14 now trying to do a lot of good work with the, good work with that short circuit again, but this time his sentry was sapped. He has gone down there, so red team now showing us that, hey, it's our turn to push. Cylon, oh, that is always a dangerous thing to do without the dead ringer, just walking straight over stickies, but he did it. Oh, that was actually really close for him. He could have gotten caught out by that pyro in that narrow little hallway there. Very, very, very dangerous. Now Cylon pushing around the banana. He's just trying to see if he can't catch anybody off guard. He does see a sniper with a Razorback, knocks him out there with the revolver. So red team is down a sniper right now, but everybody else is still alive. They're trying to get on this point and capture it. But look, here goes the Uber right now. They're popped it and forced Scar 11 back. Scar 11, of course, the medic for be right back uninstalling, and now 8-Ball, oh, look at that huge kill there on Somnus. 8-Ball with a crazy kill, going after the medic now as well, getting and trying to deal as much damage as possible through that narrow chokeway. He's not quite getting it, but nonetheless, huge kills there, and so it looks like BRB.U may be able to win this round here with 8-Ball leading the charge at this point. Oh, look at all the damage going into that hallway. Don't push out of that hallway. Oh no, though, crazy. It looks like maybe they were just trying to distract for their pyro. Bon Duke managed to get around on the medic and knock him out with the extinguisher. Wrangled sentries. You guys, I gotta say, I disagree with the Wrangled, but there you go. It finally went down. Sentry gun down for blue team. They're gonna have to build that up once again. Probably build it last at this point because red is just all over this point right now. They got it capped very firmly. Heavy here trying to get in, but Pyro from blue just right around spraying fire, making sure there can't be a spy. Dink goes down there. And so let's just see if we can't find a good cam. Eebs now wants to help, is actually pushing his team away from last. I think they've got a Pyro watching last right now, so they should be okay. They're pushing on to second, but is this a good idea? Because right now they're losing their Uber to a Pyro, not dealing a lot of damage, and Eebs is so out of position right now, does go down there, and looks like he was taken out by Mai's Backfire, the scout. Caffeine killing a spy, and only 4 alive for DMS. Caffeine now trying to light a scout on fire, but that's just not going to get quite where he needs to go. Nonetheless, I don't think the scout will be able to do a lot. There you go, Wolfie down. Good scout, but when you're going up against a pyro, soldier, scout, and medic, not a lot you can do. The Girardi now getting thrown down, so that's going to delay the push maybe a little bit, but they've got an Uber ready to go. I think if red team's going to push in, yes, this is exactly what they need to do. Do it right now. Problem is, right now there is a level 3 sentry up on the last point. It is being wrangled, so of course it's got like crazy amounts of health to have to chew through. And this engineer here, oh, it's getting sapped though. That's a big deal. That's actually going to knock it down really fast. Spy goes down, but it looks like actually the sentry has been saved. So blue team should be able to keep this point for a little bit longer. That sentry can't see everything, of course, but it keeps. If nothing else, this medic is going to have a very nice, safe spot over here to hide from stuff. He just needs to make sure a spy doesn't get back behind him with a sniper getting a headshot.
It looked like with that push, the DMS only got 3 or 4 people on BRB.U down, which is not, in this case, on this map, I would say that's not even enough players to push up against. I mean, you're still going up like 8 or 7 v5, but I mean, with that sort of a disadvantage on Highlander with the 20-second respawn, it's really difficult to push up even with that. have
Yeah,
to
that's
drop
the thing, is it
quick.
depends on what classes you're pushing into, too. I mean, if you're trying to push into, say, a sniper and then a bunch of heavies, that is still very scary, because you got to chew through the heavies first, and then that sniper's going to be sniping away at you the whole time. Wolfie with a good kill there on the flanks and the pyro, and now, once again, this sentry has been pushed forward, trying to cover the second point here, just, yeah, using that Wrangler to deal some damage out there, and yes, here is that sniper trying to delay that push as much as possible. His teleporter down on the ground, and the Uber gets popped in on the heavy and demo man right now. They've knocked out that sentry once again. Cylon coming around back behind here, and maybe we'll see if he can't stop the push. But, oh, he may get spotted out. No, actually, looks like he's... There you go, now he gets spotted out, but only a sniper to deal with him at the moment. Trying to kill him. No, he's going to have to back out there. Nonetheless, he's been harassing them just a little bit there. 8-ball for BRB.U is pushing out. He sees the sticky trap. That's not going to catch him. He is undeterred, though, because I think once they get this Uber, they're probably going to push with it once again. And look, 8-ball being so aggressive here. I mean, he could get sniped right now, but it looks like the sniper is just not looking that way. They do find the spy, though, and that's important for red team, or I'm sorry, for blue team. On defense, they want to make sure they don't take a lot of damage from the spy, lose their medic or something crazy. Now they've got their sentry backups level 2 on the point again, and this is just one of the crazy things about, oh, sniper goes down, though, in the sniper battle. That was Liquid versus Dink, and Liquid knocks Dink out. Dink's just been having the worst end of those, I think. But yeah, these positions back here with this wrangled sentry, so nasty to push into. The sentry itself just... Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yes, we do have a red Uber pushing
left side, and it looked like the heavy, they killed the heavy, but they wasted the Uber pushing into the tunnel, so they're not going to be able to have it going up against this level 3 sentry near the end point.
Yeah, try and get a sapper on it, though, and that's really important. That can actually stop the Wrangler from doing its work. No, looks like the sentry's still up, but yeah, that sapper deals the same amount of damage whether the Wrangler is, the shield is up or down, so the sapper can actually knock down even a Wrangled sentry really fast. But no, the sentry is down once again, and yeah, you really just need that Uber to deal with the Wrangler. I think, personal opinion, I keep going on about this, but I think that UGC probably needs to do away with the Wrangler. Among other things, it slows the pace of the game down quite a bit. Having that Wrangler there just makes it almost impossible to push into, like, last points on 5CP, or like payload, or attack defend, whatever. Wrangled sentries are a beast to deal with.
Yeah, fun fact, it only takes, I believe, three or four stickies to take down an unwrangled sentries, and it takes six.
It's 3, yeah.
It takes 6 to take down a wrangled sentry. It's twice the shots, and on an Uber demo, using 6 of your stickies just to take down a wrangled sentry is a lot.
Yeah, we do have an Uber pushing out right now. Eebs is bringing his heavy out here, and they've managed to knock down a couple players here with some good damage, but so far... Oh, no. Oh, what the heck? Actually, our medic here, Scar 11, did not have the Uber on his heavy. His heavy died there to that. To the other Ubered heavy really did not have to die in that position at all. That was kind of weird. Q is now pushing out to the second point while there's some action on the last point as well, but it looks like the last point has been cleaned up. There may have been a little bit of a sapper on the sentry, but no, Q's having to back off. Everything's kind of going to reset. Maybe not,
DMS
though.
has the numbers.
Yeah, DMS does have the numbers. They're getting some capture time on the point. There is still that teleporter there that is going to let Red reinforce very quickly, but yes, it looks like blue team has actually managed to hold on to last for a very long time and push out here, so they are getting onto the second point, getting the capture time. There they go. That basically removes the teleporter respawn ability right away, because yeah, the respawn has changed now, so the engineer would have to go back and move his entrance, so that's just not, not feasible. Caffeine getting here, though, and knocking down the sentry, so well done to him. I always loved seeing those sentries go down in little piles of gadgets and junk. Sentry up once again, but it is only level 1 and taking a lot of damage right now. Yeah, red team wants to push back in on this, but the problem is they don't have their Uber quite yet. They're going to have to wait just a bit for this Uber to finish off by blue team. Not a great Uber. It may have been forced, and I didn't catch it, but yeah, they tried to Uber out there, and it just didn't work for them. So now, with the big Uber advantage here, red may want to try to push back in with it. It's just that in Highlander, there's so much you have to push into. Very chaotic, but here they go. They are pushing in now. This is a very well done push. They should be able to get a lot of kills with this. They are, however, missing Scout and Engineer. Nonetheless, look at all the damage going down right now. Oh no, actually, 8-ball goes down, Joker going down as well. Wow, this is a crazy turnaround of events here right now, because almost everybody for red team wiped out. And heck here, maybe going for a back cap. I have no idea what he's going to go for at this point.
He could
Control point is being
possibly,
captured.
maybe back him. He's thinking about it. It's coming in.
It's going to be way too late now. Looks like the middle point has been captured. So blue team, with their very, very strong defense there, managing to hold on to it and finally found their opportunity to push out and cap. Now they're all the way to mid, and they show no signs of stopping. The Uber already popped out here. Let's just go see what happens. But we do have, Heavy dropping down, killing Versus, the Heavy for red right now, and he is not finished. We get more kills. Cylon revolvering down Heck. Wolfie getting a kill there on Joker, and Negate here standing and trying to rep his sentry up. Oh, but he gets headshot. No Wrangler there for that sentry. Of course, that is the downfall of the sentry, is that that headshot comes down on your engineer, and no longer can you protect your sentry. So that is, of course, one way to deal with it. Somnus coming out now and using that minigun. Spun up. He is going to make sure. Wow, this is huge. Like for a Highlander game, actually, to go from last point all the way to second like that so quickly. And now Somnus pushing in without even his medic. I don't know where the medic is right now. Eves is hanging back, but Somnus wants to push in there and deal some damage by himself. Actually, he's got a demo man pushing up with him now, and they're trying to deal damage, not doing a lot yet, but Liquid does go down there before Somnus is finally knocked out. Somnus was going on a rampage, though. Now Carbon 14 pushing his team up. He's got that mini sentry. Mini sentry is, of course, a very common sight. Once you're trying to be aggressive here on Highlander, you drop the Wrangler, you go into the mini sentry, and of course we actually see some of that in ESEA 6v6 too. But those mini sentries are just such a pain to deal with, and of course even if you knock down one, there's going to be another one right after it.
They are terrible, especially playing a light class such as Medic, Scout, Spy, Sniper. Just a random mini sentry can really ruin your day by getting a quick amount of damage done to you.
Yeah, especially when they're putting those little ambush spots. But even then, Teleporter actually knocked down there before it could do a lot for them. But Cylon getting over here, and he's immediately going to get some sappers down on that stuff. Start getting some capture time down as well. Now he's trying to take on, oh my gosh, I think he's going to get it. There you go, blue team with a spy cap on the
Great
second
back cap by Cylon.
Oh yeah, DMS going huge here, and that was pretty darn awesome if I say so myself. 2-0 so far for DMS against their opponent's BRB.U, and at this point, if I were BRB.U, I would seriously consider uninstalling. Yeah, just kidding. But no, I mean, both teams have been playing very well. BRB.U just could not break that last point defense. They had multiple opportunities to do it, and they, for whatever reason, they just could not push in. They couldn't get the picks they wanted. So let's just see what happens here. We've got both teams setting up at the midpoint right now. Red team has a very, very passive hold here as they're trying to build up their Uber, use that heavy to push through the hallway. Meanwhile, blue team is just all over the place, but now look at this. Red actually going aggressive with the soldier. He's jumping up, trying to get some hits on the medic, and can he do it? Actually doing a bit of damage to the heavy there. But this soldier playing a very good roaming soldier right now hopping back over to the medic just to get a little bit of heals. But yeah, it looks like Red with another very big mid-fight win. They won mid-fight last time as well, and this time around, let's just see if they can't push on to last and turn this game around. But oh my gosh, how much time is left in this half right now? It is only 7 minutes. 7 minutes left in the half, guys, and it is 2-0 right now in favor of DMS against BRB.U. DMS now being pushed back to their second point and trying to deal as much damage as possible. Uber is forced here, and Ubering a spy. Oh no! He ends up getting taken down anyway, but that was a big waste of some of that Uber time there. Always hilarious to watch. And let's just see here. We've actually got Red Heavy down below, and Blue Sniper getting flanked here. Oh my gosh, no, that is never where you want to be as a sniper, is having enemies behind you, especially when they're a heavy. But it looks like Red Team actually sitting really, really far back right now. They are on their own midpoint. And Carbon putting up this forward teleporter here for his team so they can reinforce very, very quickly. That is, of course, the benefit to having every single class. You've got that engineer there to do some awesome stuff. Wolfie has found a spy here, managed to knock out Heck, and Cylon, meanwhile, the blue spy, walking around behind. Maybe he can get like a medic pick or something like that. Finds the teleporter. That could be some fun times. I've seen some. Oh, okay, so he just goes for the sap. And the Sapper actually gets knocked out. Cylon gets knocked out there as well. Good play to shut down that spy by the Pyro. He saw him coming at him. He maybe heard that Sapper go down, turned around, and he was like, wait a minute, my heavy's going to get stabbed. So I was hoping we'd see a heavy stab there, but no, turns out that BRB.U doing a very good job of defending against that spy.
The red team has, it looks like their full team pretty much except for the sniper pushing with the Uber.
Yeah.
Blue is not putting up a fight on point 2.
No, they had a couple guys caught out of position, and it looks like they want to start putting up a fight now, but this soldier getting caught so close to the heavy dealt a lot of damage, actually, and got cleaned up here by Somnus very, very well. Now there is a red demo man trying to cause some chaos over here, but he goes down. Blue team seems to have defended their point pretty well for now, but here comes Heck, and we're going to see if Heck can get some good damage. He's disguised as a pyro. This is, of course, so very common. You just hit 4-3, and you were immediately disguised as a pyro. But there he goes. Oh, goes for the stab with the medic. Doesn't get it. No fun at all. BRB.U here trying desperately to hold on to their mid, and can they do it? Looks like Mai's backfire at least manages to pistol down that terrible pyro. No, I'm just kidding, he's pretty awesome pyro, but of course I mean that in his eyes it's just like, oh god, there's fire everywhere, it's a terrible. That's what I meant by that. We do have blue team, let's just see this. Blue team once again getting a little bit pressured here by the red team. Their scout for BRB.U is pressuring through the banana, while Versus and his sniper are pushing through main. This is of course the kind of teamwork you just love to see. Have those heavy classes go and screen for your lighter but very, very high damage output classes like the sniper, of course. Liquid actually gets knocked down there by Dink, so good counter sniping there from the blue team to knock that out, and now here comes their counter Uber as well. Oh no, this was actually not their counter Uber, this was just their Uber, because Scar almost has his ready to go, and there you go! That is the iconic image of TF2, the heavy medic Uber. That is, of course, so common in Highlander, and I love watching me some Highlander. Scar pushing his heavy right back out here on the second point, and it looks like they want to capture it once again.
This second point is very hard, as you can tell from this. It's pretty hard to push up through and cap easily. I mean, Red used their Uber last time and they didn't even get the mid cap or the second point cap, and they Ubered twice now and they still haven't gotten it. And they're still not pushing up and able to cap this, even though players are dropping on both teams.
Yeah, I mean, the coordination in Highlander is so difficult to achieve. Getting your players to make these big coordinated pushes, having flanks going on, there's so much action all over the place all the time, and you can't watch all your flanks at once. That I've never seen a Highlander game that hasn't been chaotic and that hasn't been slow, just because these pushes have to be slow, they have to be methodical, and if you overcommit, you are very likely to lose your entire team. Like, look at this right now, big stickies coming in from the blue team, they're trying to knock it as much as they can, but there goes the sentry. Yes, the medic did pop here, but
all the demo spam.
Yeah, all that demo spam did make him pop, but hey, that was actually a catalyst for red team to push. Oh, and pushing this enemy medic all the way back with the pyro. Can he knock him out? There he does. BRB.U may have their first point of the game here. Scar is getting pocketed by a medic. Their team needs to cap the second point, though. This is the thing, like, only Cylon is left up right now, but that second point needs to get capped. There's going to be a big respawn wave. Right now, only Samus respawns. So actually, oh, this cap could be very very quickly. Samus has to get out here and stop it, and there you go! The medic pyro combo winning the day.
That was a great cap.
Absolutely was.
Sneaking in like that. It's very nasty if you don't have any sort of, like, I mean, pyros are really susceptible to heavy fire because they can't blast back anything, and the heavy has range over them. And if you push in with a pyro and you can't do any damage from far away from them, it can be really nasty like that. If you saw the pyro was sitting back juggling Cylon, the blue spy, and I mean, he couldn't do anything because he couldn't get near the point, couldn't make any stabs. All he could do was just sit there and try to pistol down the pyro med.
Wow, I'm going to try to get that on camera again later, but look how much faster I want to say the blue team got out to mid because their soldier was running the whip, and that is really helping them right now. Q trying to deal some spam out here. Eebs has taken a lot of damage, though. Where is Eebs? Looks like maybe he's going to be okay now, but oh, so much damage coming down onto their medic that he was forced to back out, and just being forced to back out in itself is not a good thing. It means you are wasting precious time. You're probably not going to get the cap. Oh, Silent. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought he'd taken an enemy teleporter. Turns out he took a friendly one. But how much time is left? We've only got a minute 19. We're going to be very, very unlikely to see any team get a cap here, so we may just go into the half 2-1. Yeah, Uber is popped right now. Silent trying. I'm just watching the Silent cam because he may try to get around and get a big stab on the medic once it's over. Oh no, gets the fail stab once again, but there we go. Might go for the heavy. Nope. Let's just see here. We've got Scout versus Mini Sentry.
Ooh.
We've got Medic does finally go down.
Yeah, to Red Spy Heck.
And then there was, of course, a headshot there on, I want to say on Eves, but I could be totally wrong, on Scar, my bad. Versus here, running out of ammo, but there's just not enough time left in the round for either team to get a last score here. So we may just see the teams continue after halftime. Of course, UGC Highlander games are played of 2 halves, 30 minutes each, especially on these 5CP maps. But our time is pretty much wasting now, so these guys are just kind of waiting for the time to be over. Eves pulling out the needles, see if he can't get a little kill here, because hey, why not? Get some medic kills, get some get some fun airtime. Looks like he was actually going for a statue kill and a spy, but that wasn't a spy, that was your own demo man. So got to get that taken care of. Oh, Junior Sales Associate is taken down by a scout, and now Dink with his emergency crits is trying to run out here. They are recapturing mid, and oh, doesn't even get a chance to kill that. There you go though, good half. The first half there has gone to DMS, and BRB.U is only at 1 point against a 2 for DMS. So we're going to see the second half in just a minute. Okay, and we are live with the second half now. So DMS is up 2-1, and of course they've changed colors. DMS now in the red trunks, and in the blue trunks it is Be Right Back, uninstalling BRB.U. We're going to have to see whether BRB.U can bring it back, or whether DMS will emerge victorious. And Spike, it was who gave you this demo?
Cylon of DMS, the team leader, and Spy gave me this demo.
Okay. And Cylon actually I think he was telling you that he really enjoyed one of his stabs there, but I'm not sure if I may have already missed it. I don't know. Of course, I love getting those awesome stabs on camera whenever I can. Looks like so far, oh, there's a big stab by Cylon actually, so we just found him sidestepping a heavy there. Always fun to do. Joker standing up top though, and of course, even with that heavy gone, it doesn't mean everything is safe yet for our red team. DMS though, showing us some solid mid-fighting so far. Oh, Liquid with a big headshot on the Junior Sales Associate though, and that is a Soldier gone. Actually going for the headshot on the medic now as well. Sounds like he's a spy after the medic, but he is down. And so, don't want to have to pop the Uber on a sniper. That is not usually the most effective thing to do. So, oh, Liquid actually getting body shot, but it sounds like, or maybe headshot, but it sounds like he's okay. Had more than 150 health at that moment. Oh, there we go. Well, this point is theirs now, indeed. It is DMS's turn to have the mid-fight won after basically last round, or last half, they only won maybe one mid-fight, right?
Yes, I believe so. It was BRB.U that actually won most of the fights, and then they would end up losing it to DMS and falling back when DMS would take their second point as well.
Oh, Cylon going for a... oh, what?! Got a complete face stab there on Negate. That's no fun for Negate. I mean, they saw the spy, they spotted him out, and it just didn't matter. That's kind of a weird thing about the source programming. But what are you going to do? It counted as a backstab for some reason. And now with our demo man here trying to knock this pyro blast him up in the air. Good pipe so far, but a decent reflector saves the pyro's life. Demo is in there doing a lot of damage, and right now blue team looks like they may actually be able to push it here onto mid. A big jump by the demo. He's trying to deal some damage as the red team retreats over here. Doesn't quite get the medic, but deals a lot of damage to Eves. He's down to about 50 health, and Heck may actually be going for the medic kill back behind. We're going to have to see what happens there. Joker, meanwhile, though, trying his best to... oh, can he equalize it? Oh, no! He gets him! He got Q! It's one of my favorite things to watch. The equalizer kill with 1 health on a sniper. Heck, now just going for some NG harassment. That's a very common thing you see these spies do a lot, because of course they are just built to harass those NGs. But here comes the Uber from red right now. They've actually capped mid already, and they're pushing in. So it looks like our friends over at DMS are managing to push really hard here, and they may bring it up to even 3-1 at this point. Good pushes so far. Eve's taking a little bit of trouble from some pyro, but there is, of course, a friendly pyro to help him out. He's going to be perfectly fine there with about 90 health. And there you go. Pick up that sandwich from the heavy. That is another one of those wonderful things that your heavies can do for you here in the UGC Highlander League. Looks like they're trying to push into a sniper, though. They see the sniper dot on the wall, and that's never fun. Eve's trying to pull his team back from that. And now they are pushing around the left-hand side with... we'll see if Dink can win the sniper battle this time around. Oh, the bonk coming down on the heavy, though, and stunning him just for a little bit. Going to take a lot of damage, not be able to deal any of his own. Dink looking to get a kill here, maybe on the engineer. Trying to find somebody to headshot. Can't quite get him yet, but it looks like there was a spy over there. No, Dink still cannot take advantage of it. Now, finally, there is an Uber coming up for Blue, pushing up the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Blue is pretty much all still alive. Uh-oh, they are getting hit, though.
If you noticed, DMS originally pushed in onto point 2, and they had to use their Uber that they had, which is one of the things about this map that was interesting to me, was because a lot of 5CP maps, normally if you win mid, you can easily push through the second point without using an Uber. And this was one of the few maps that I've played where the Uber got used a lot trying to cap the fourth point.
Yeah, those Ubers getting it's one of the things that just seems to be slowing these games down a lot. Is that there's a lot of players around those choke points. You have to Uber through basically every choke because they're watching them all, unless you could get just some kind of crazy backstab or crazy headshot going on. So these teams seem to have just about even skill in terms of their snipers. They're not. I haven't seen anyway that one is significantly better than the other. Looks like we do have the Uber coming around now, trying to bring his soldier around into the party as well, and. Looks like, wow, who is that? Who is that going huge right now? It is Versus, the heavy on blue team, knocking down a lot before he finally gets taken out by Somnus, the heavy for red team. And so heavy versus heavy, basically whoever spots the other one and has the gun spun up first is probably going to win that fight. Liquid now looking down the hallway, seeing if he can't take something out, because of course if he can get out there and help out. Oh, big sniper kill there from the spy now as well. Uber is forced on the red team, and they're going to hold on to their point for a little while, but of course that means it's going to take them forever to push this last point unless they do it like right now. Only 4 left up actually for blue team, so if they push it now, this could be really huge. They are trying to do some damage to this sentry nest though, and the sentry is wrangled now. It is going to probably stay alive for quite a long time. Blue team has managed to buy enough time for their respawns to get up, and so it looks like it's going to be 9-on-9 once again very soon.
If you didn't notice, Cylon typed in the game, he said sorry, he forgot, he's taking it off now. I was told by Cylon that earlier his engineer Carbon had his strange shotgun equipped, which is actually all strange weapons are banned in UGC play for the reason of the annoying pop-up that pops up that you have to clear off. And he forgot to equip it unequip it because he came to the game, showed up late about 5 minutes before the game started. And Cylon told me he actually got backstabbed while typing out sorry.
That is hilarious. We've got, looks like blue team wanted to kind of push up there and feel out, see if they couldn't get up to this side. Oh no, heavy running out of ammo though, Versus having to drop back. Definitely not going to be able to keep that aggression up when you can't fire your gun. Now Q walking up here, and can he get any damage down? Of course in Highlander, the more damage you do to that enemy team, the better, but you really got to knock out this sentry nest here if you're going to push in the last, and right now Q not able to do it. Eames wants to push his team forward once again. They've got that 100% Uber. They've even taken down the enemy snipers, so that's one less guy to worry about, but he's going to be respawning in just 1 second, and still no good picks. Demo Man finally down. Actually, that's a pretty important one. And there they go. Oh, Uber popped. Counter Uber popped immediately for red. They actually could have milked that just a little bit if they wanted to, but they are going to try and stand here and body block the blue team for just a little bit. Looks like they're going for that meta kill, not getting it yet. Cylon was knocked down by the Wrangler, actually, so it looks like...
Yeah, he was trying to spy cap last point.
I see. Okay, so the Wrangler doing its work there. That is such a nasty sentry location, and there doesn't seem to be a lot that blue can do about it right now. They are trying to push in, and no, I'm sorry, red can do about it right now. Red trying to push into this point, and red, of course, being Team DMS, but now they're having the same problem that BRB uninstalling had last half. Oh, and look at the
Carbon?
short circuit,
Engineer?
knocking that stuff out again. Yes, Carbon. Or no, actually, is that... Yeah, I think that is Carbon. Doing some great work with that short circuit. Liquid now in his little sniper battle, and no, he gets headshot, so Dink wins that sniper war. And it looks like now, once again, blue having to fall back to their last point because they are trying to push into just too many players here. And man, this is where Highlander gets a little bit stalematey sometimes, but you know what? These players are all very good, and we get to watch some great picks all around. Heck now, running around here, cloaking up, so nobody's going to spot him. Oh, the Uber's forced actually for red very, very early. What happened there? Looks like they want to try to push in on that side, but that's not going to be good for them. Heck now going around all the way back to spawn. Meanwhile, BRB.U has popped their own Uber, and Heck just trying to shoot that teleporter down. That's going to take quite a while there, Heck. I don't know if it's going to work for you. Meanwhile, the blue team is pushing around. They've already finished their Uber, and they're still trying to push. Can they make it out here, though? There's a mini sentry up right now, but it looks like the heavy over here and the soldier combined could deal a lot of damage. Is that Wolfie? No, I don't think so.
Who are you?
Maybe. The Red Scout, actually. Yes, that is Wolfie.
Yes.
He's just jumping in there and trying to deal a lot of damage, and he did. Problem they're having right now here on red is they're just having some spy problems. There was a spy, in fact, sapping the teleporter, and it seems to have gone down. Heck, knocking out that teleporter. So that's a pretty big deal, actually, with no teleporter. Every single person who dies here on the red team is going to take quite a while to get to the fight. So they're trying to push it in now. They're just saying, okay, we've got the Uber, let's get in there and see what we can do. But the Uber is getting nowhere near that sentry location. I mean, that's the problem with Yukon, of course, and a lot of these maps actually. You get a wrangled sentry up here, there's so much distance to cover. You kind of have to Uber through these choke points because enemies are going to be spamming them anyway. But then when you've popped it, you've got to get so far forward to even deal enough damage to that sentry to take it down. It's crazy. It's just crazy. That's why I hate the Wrangler here in situations like this. DMS now trying their best to push in once again, but there goes their heavy. Somnus down to a headshot, so Liquid liking that one. Dink, let's see if he can't get a headshot of his own. So far, no good. And Q now pushing around through the right-hand side. He wants to go through this little lower choke area, but getting pressured back by a Pyro. Can he knock him out? Actually, it sounds like there's a back cap going on. No, very, very close, but that was Cylon once again going for a spy cap, and he has sapped everything. There goes the sentry. If anything, I think Red Team should be able to push in now. They'd be pushing into an enemy Uber, but that is okay. Here in Highlander, actually, that doesn't even matter as much. And here comes Blue Uber right now, though. They're trying to make up for the fact that their sentry is down. They're pushing straight out here. Where is the Red Team right now? Oh, just busy trying to knock out some rockets.
Yeah, there was some excellent pyro work on Duke on DMS, juggling the Uber back as long as he could. And it looked like Red Soldier was AFK, or standing still, during that team battle.
Well, that's no fun. Mai's backfire now looking for a back cap against the spy here, and he may actually get it. No, not going for the back cap just yet. He was trying to get a flank there and had to back out. The heavy turned around, spotted him out. But the very fact that he exists right there, oh my gosh, Negate has crit kills for his Frontier Justice, and I wonder how many he has right now, because that sentry's got to have gotten at least a couple of kills.
Oh, there he goes. Red Soldier has dropped.
That he has. Spy just hanging around here behind the Uber, and looks like he may even want to take some of the Uber. He's just like, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, no, too bad. So Blue Team pushing out right now. This is their opportunity. The enemy is down a soldier, and that's a pretty big deal. Soldiers deal a lot of damage. Q trying to come up here and stop this cap. Can he do it, though? It looks like he's dealing a lot of damage to the blue medic there, but no, actually still at 80 health or so. And now just trying to launch those stickies into the point. It's not going to happen, though, and he's now being assaulted by a Pyro. And when the Pyro is that close, oh, the flare taking him down. TMP would be proud, I think.
Yeah, if you one of the things that I hate about having the match is that there's always one player that has seems to have complications, and I hate being able to or I hate not being able to have a good 9v9 battle without, unfortunately, some sort of a steam error or something that happens.
Oh, and Ubering the Spy to save his life against that Pyro. Very well done by the Red Team. You got to keep everybody alive, and that Spy was doing a good job of watching their backs. Once again, control point being captured here. It is now 9v8, and we're having some problems there on the Red Team. They've lost Wolfie now, but they still basically have everybody else alive. They just don't have a Scout and a Soldier, which are pretty darn important. But the Spy just as important right now. Cylon knocking out 8-Ball. Red Team, I don't know, Blue Team, I mean, may have some difficulty defending their second point, but Heck walking out here, and we will see what he can do. Takes a hit with a Dead Ringer, so he's going to have to find a spot to take care of. Meanwhile, though, there's some action going on over on the second point once again, but it looks like Blue Team's going to hold on to it for a while longer. They have all 9 of their players up right now, and 2 down for the Red Team. 3 down if you count the fact that the Soldier not even back with their team yet. Heck is way behind the enemy lines, though, and it's taken him quite a while to get in position. Now, Red Team very far back on that middle point, and Heck, what are you doing, man? That Ambassador. But oh, here we go, Mai's backfire jumping in and forcing the Uber in a very awkward location for Team Red. They're going to try and deal as much damage as they can, but look at that, they're already having to jump back, and oh, bonk! There you go, man, that's what happens when you get hit by a baseball in the head. So, Red Team, their Uber was wasted there. Scar has his ready to go now. It sounds like, is he going to put it on Versus? Yes, he is. He's going to Uber his heavy right in there, and it looks like we finally have our Soldier back on Team Red. So just reloading my HUD there so I can get it ready to go. But here we go. Versus trying to be the world champion boxing heavy, not quite yet, but here we go. Actually using the Grew to get himself in a better position here while the Uber is still up. And Cylon is down, Ebs is down, Q now down as well, and Somnus gets taken out there. So while their NG tries to build up that defensive position here, Blue is actually doing a really good job of pushing out. Junior Sales Associate trying to knock out the enemy Soldier, but doesn't even get that. And now a backstab on Dink. Everybody here for Red Team is dying non-stop, and Blue with a really solid push out of their last point there, and looks like they are capping mid now. Now, it didn't help that Red was missing a Soldier there, but 8v9, not nearly as bad as like 5v6 in those 6v6 games we have.
It looks like both of the teams are pretty even right now. 2 down for red and 1 down for blue. Blue's Demo's taking a lot of damage, but they're still managing to push in pretty well.
Oh, but a big headshot there from Liquid, knocking down Eebs, and that is very, very important. I was going to say there was probably a big Uber advantage there for Eebs, and now it's going to be turned around. Scar will have his advantage here once he manages to start healing somebody again, but he's got to do that. Where is Scar right now? Scar, if you're not healing anybody, you're not building that up, and there you go. It's only going to be about a 30% advantage when it could have been much higher. Don't know what he was doing about that. But nonetheless, they are at least going to have that much of an advantage, pushing here onto the second point of DMS, and now we've got actually using that Jag to try and build up a level 3 sentry in a very interesting position here, defending all 3 of the chokes. But the problem with it being there, of course, is it can get spammed very easily, and there it goes down right away. Wolfie now watching the flanks for his team. So yes, that's what you got to do. Is you got to have somebody designated to watch your flanks while the rest of your core holds the main entrances. We've got the banana being pushed here by the flankers of blue team. There's Soldier and their scout. There you go, Dink getting a good kill on the Pyro though. Caffeine goes down. Blue team needs to push with the Uber advantage they have right now. They're not doing it yet, but it sounds like Somnus has gone down now as well for red team. Blue now pushing out. They're saying, okay, the enemy doesn't have a sniper or a heavy right now. This is the time we need to take. And there you go, Bonduke going down. So it looks like Blue is finally going to push here onto the second point with their heavy medic combo. Look at that good teleporter location though for red.
That's excellent work on the engineer in this game to keep your teleporter exit up out of the way so the enemies don't see it right away, so you can keep it up while your teammates utilize it to teleport.
Oh, look at this. Pyro kind of walking in and edging that point there, taking some damage, but now he's found Cylon. Cylon, who did a great job with his revolver, is now dead, down for the count. And red team coming out with the Uber very, very quickly. They found the enemy medic. They want to get that kill, but no, medic dropping back was heavy, doing a very good job there, and now Demo Man trying to jump in, but he has apparently found out that there is a blue sentry nest in the banana, and that's of course what we call that little area. Negate dropping his sentry right here. That is within range of the medic, and he's not even being pressured right now because everybody from red is having to back away from this. Looks like BRB.U being very, very aggressive here, managing to push this, and they've got the wrangled sentry here looking into the second point, so there is no way red team wants to deal with that.
Yeah, both of the teams both have 8 players up right now, so it's fairly even. Blue moved their sentry up, and red, however, does not have a sentry up on last, which is never good news when you're defending your last point.
No, we'll just have to see. Carbon may have been switching wrenches there. He may have been watching the mini sentry for quite a while. Dink looking in to see if he can't get some headshots, and there you go. Yeah, he did switch wrenches, so now he's got a wrangled level 1. He's going to have to keep building that up with as much metal as he can possibly get with his little engineer legs. Nonetheless, though, look at this sniper coming in here. Liquid trying to get some kills, having to back out from some heavy aggression from Somnus, and it looks like that is followed up by an Uber. They do knock out Versus, so red team here. This is, of course, DMS trying to push back out once again. They do manage to knock out 8-Ball, actually, who killed himself, so that wasn't even the Uber doing it. But counter Uber now from blue team. They're Ubering a soldier in, trying to deal as much damage to this heavy as possible. He's getting his heals, though, and an overhealed heavy is a difficult thing to take out for just about anything. Here they go. They're knocking in some damage, and do we have...
Pyro on last?
Oh, and that's actually a really big deal. I mean, even if something tried to get over there and step on the point to stop it, the Pyro could have just air blasted them away. So, there you go. It is now tied up 2-2 between BRB.U and DMS. It's, once again, Death March Soldiers versus Be Right Back Uninstalling.
That was a great cap on the Pyro's part behind it. I didn't even see him move in there, and I have a free roam camera on me.
I was doing the same thing. I was too busy watching the Ubers, and the Pyro just kind of snuck in there. So well done for BRB.U. It's 2-2, tied up. And I always enjoy seeing that. How much time is left in this half? Only 12 minutes. It's been going on for quite a long time. That is, of course, pretty standard for Highlander 5CP. These 5CP maps are built for just a little bit smaller teams to play on if you want them to be very quick maps. Highlander tends to be very, very slow for these because of those narrow chokes and because of the long distances on the cap points. But nonetheless, we do have a very quick midpoint win here for the blue team. Once again, Scar wants to push his team up forward. Heck, trying to get some sappers down before he dies here and actually manages to get away from that. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't die right away. There you go. He knocked out the teleporter, though. It's exactly what he wanted to do. Got both ends of the teleporter there with that sapper. So, red team gonna have a tough time reinforcing. Oh, man. Bonduke here from DMS, though, trying his best to block that Uber. Walks into a heavy, so Versus knocking him down, and now pushing forward. They've captured mid. They want to capture second right away here.
And one of the interesting things, the differences between my game and the game that you are currently streaming is that we actually rolled Kritzkrieg, our medical Kritzkrieg, every round. And I feel like it worked out really well for us. We won almost every mid-battle, if not all of them. And we got some great picks where we picked their medic before he got Uber, and we would take out one or two of their heavy classes. And
yeah,
I don't think I've seen either team roll Kritzkrieg this game.
You are correct. I don't think we've seen a Kritzkrieg at all. But one thing I noticed, even when we played our little 6v9, we kind of did a little mini pros versus pubs with the Felt versus Fragnetic, which was a lot of fun. I didn't get an SCV demo from that, sadly. But one of the things that Fragnetic found, just theory-wise, was when you're pushing against a 9-player team, a regular invuln may just not do enough damage to really knock out the whole team. But if you can bring that crits and deal the damage with like crit stickies, crit rockets, whatever, you can really knock down like half of a team right away if they are not responsive to it. Versus now walking out with Uber though, and he is managing to have his team capture second, so I think we may see BRB.U here with another quick round win. It just depends on whether they can push that last point, and that is going to be the tough part. But look, only 2 up right now for DMS. They've got a heavy standing on top of the point, but he's getting spammed right now, and a scout trying to play some screening work for him. Problem is, look, 52 health left for the heavy. He's finally getting a medic on him, but oh no, we've got a scout and a soldier. Very, very quick round win, in fact, there for BRB.U. It's now 3-2, and my Skype has just cut out momentarily for Spike, but I'm sure he will be right back. Nonetheless, BRB.U here versus DMS. BRB.U now up 3-2, and we're going to have to see. Actually, I want to see just how much faster Team DMS gets there with the with that crazy rollout. Actually, Demo Man got here really fast. 8-ball spamming that hallway already, but he's getting pushed back now by the enemy team. And we will just have to see what happens. Cylon seeing if he can't get around behind the enemy heavy medic. And, oh, maybe he actually can here? I don't know. He wants to find him. Oh, get straight down on top of the heavy's head. Oh, probably one of the greatest drop stabs outside of the European scene that I have ever witnessed. That was hilarious. And so we now have Red team, though, DMS losing out this mid-fight severely. Once again, they finally managed to pop their Uber, though, and it looks like they are backing off A-OK. Didn't take too much damage from the Uber. Nonetheless, DMS managing to save the point for now. And they almost had it capped. There you go. Cylon goes down to Joker. And now Joker seems like he wants to get out there and maybe do some rocket jumping, do some aggression. But no, he is backing off. And Joker is going pretty huge here right now. Knocks out the enemy soldier there, Junior Sales Associate from DMS. And now getting a kill on Q as well. Joker is just going crazy right now. May finally get knocked out by the scout here, but no, he's still alive. Finally knocked out by Somnus after that like 3-kill streak here on Highlander, and that's always fun to get as a soldier. We've got Sniper v Sniper over there right now, and Bon Duke on the Pyro trying to hold down his team's position. But look at this. It's not an aggressive enough position to be sitting over there. They were basically, the entire red team was stuck right here, and that means that BRB.U is able to push, cap the midpoint, and now they've got their sniper. Oh, what? Liquid gets the headshot on the Cylon at very close range. Very difficult to do. Spike, I don't know, maybe it's my internet connection or something, but Spike is still not back here, so I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I'll try to get him back as quickly as I can, because I've enjoyed co-casting with him so far. Eebs goes down, though. Oh, drops an Uber, and that means Liquid and the rest of his team, of course, here, with that big kill, they are going to capture second point for sure, and they're going to have an Uber advantage. No, they've actually popped the Uber. They're still, even after having popped it, going to have a big Uber advantage here, but oh, everybody's Girardi'd right now. Can they push with that? Looks like they can. Oh, good try by the Spy, but no, he actually gets, is that a Vitasaw? Yes, Vitasawed to death there by Scar, and Scar alone. Now Scar pulling out the overdose, trying to deal with his Pyro, and it looks like at the same time as he's doing that, there's another capture. It is now 4-2 in favor of BRB.U, and DMS only has 7 minutes left to bring this game back. I don't know if they can do it here. Highlander tends to be so slow, but these last rounds have been very, very quick. Look at the dominations, though. Joker with 4 of them right now. Not quite top fragging, but really going big. And we're just going to see here, DMS now on their rollout. We're going to watch the Wolfie Cam and see what he does during Highlander at a mid-fight, immediately picking out the enemy scout, kind of doing a little bit of damage, and pushing enemies back as much as he can. Wow, yeah, good good scout play here by Wolfie to stay alive, pressure the enemies as much as possible, and he wants to get right back into the thick of things, but it sounds like Q has gone down to Heck. Meanwhile, Liquid is down, so no sniper for Blue, and now Scar, gets taken out using the Vitasaw, maintains about 20% of that Uber. Oh, Cylon, this is going to be really cute if he can manage to get this kill here. I like this, running back behind the heavy, does get the stab, so DMS with a big midpoint win here, they may be able to get back into this game, and I'm going to be very excited to see what happens here. He's trying to, revolver down the engineer, and it may actually get him. Negate, not dead yet, still about 75%, or 75 health. That's about 50% health for an engineer. But Heck, Heck cannot keep pace with this, oh no, what's going on? Here we go. Call Spike again, and we will have him right back. Oh, come on. I hit the button. There we go. BRB.U, though, falling back to their last point here, and it's up 4-2 right now. We're going to have to see if DMS can bring it back, or whether BRB.U is going to win this crazy game so far. Oh, Bonduke with a great reflector, dealing a lot of damage to Joker, and Joker goes down to Dink with the snipes. Now Bonduke, of course, keeping his team alive here as a Pyro. You love to see that. Keeping all that spam from dealing too much damage to his team, but Somnus, very, very close to death. And it looks like Eebs wants to push in with the Uber as much as he can. Still trying to call Spike, and it's just not working for me, but we will see what happens. Now Negate's just starting to set up the sentry position, so if anything, we want to see Eebs pushing in now, and Spike, welcome back.
Hello! My net exploded.
Yeah, you know what? Happens sometimes, but it's not a big deal. So, welcome back to the cast. I hope you kept the game running. Looks like Eebs just popped his Uber here on a Pyro because his heavy died. I was gonna say they should have been pushing in right when that sentry was at like level 1, but they just didn't have the Uber or the positioning ready to go. So they're going to be a bit of a stalemate here, and right now it's 4-2. So every second wasted for DMS is a second closer to victory for BRB.U.
It looks like, since I was gone, BRB.U has won 3 rounds in a row.
Something
So
like that, yeah.
4-2.
But the problem is, Scar just came back up. He's got like a 50% Uber disadvantage on last point. How much time is left? Only 4.5 minutes. And let's see if DMS can do anything here. They're going to have to push as soon as they get this Uber.
And then it looks like the teams are both pretty even right now. BRB.U is down, I believe. Yes, BRB.U is down their sniper and Engie. Engie is very vital on defending this last point. However, their sentry... Oh, nope, the sentry just goes down.
Oh, that's no fun. Sounds like Sapper's getting stopped here by Carbon, but it doesn't even matter because if the sentry's down, that's when you push. The Uber is about to pop out here on this side, and he Ubers the sniper first just to save him from some enemy sniper or maybe some spam or something. But here comes a big Uber from DMS, and if they can get this point, that's going to be huge. It will be 3-4, and then they'll just have to like go crazy on a mid-fight or something. Oh, Medic getting taken out here, though. Can DMS capture this point? What is going on right now? It is chaos all over the place. Heavy's still up for red. Oh, man, so close to a cap.
Oh, look at this. The Wrangler.
Oh my gosh, that is huge.
Medic goes down.
Oh man,
So
that Wrangler completely shutting down the defense, covering that point entirely. The offensive level 2 wrangled sentry, that was pretty amazing. So DMS now has a 1-point deficit they have to overcome, and these last couple of rounds have been really fast, so anything is possible here. DMS could very well tie it up. Do you even know what happens in a tie?
In a tie, they go to an overtime round, which in a case of 5-point CP is 1 round. It's the first team to capture all 5 points wins.
Okay, so it's sort of like the golden cap from European scene, I guess. Looks like immediately Q here knocking down 8-Ball, so he wins the Demo Man battle. Now getting chased down by a Pyro, though, and he's probably going to die from this. Oh, maybe not. No, there he goes. Finally gets flared to death. No fun. Sounds like, though, a lot of people dying on BRB.U right now, including our medic. He's only got that 20% Uber from the Vitasaw. That's the maximum.
They only have Scout, Soldier, or no, Scout, Demo, and Engie up. Now just Demo and Engie up right now.
Yeah, and Wolfie immediately pushing it to the second point, getting this teleporter down right away, or at least dealing some damage to it, and pushing straight past the sticky trap, trying to deal some damage there to the Demo Man. BRB.U's 8-Ball, only at 80 health right now. He's going to go down very, very quickly, and that's no fun. Oh no, actually, he got picked up by his medic and saved there, but that means that the Heavy here not going to get saved, and the point is already being capped. This is an incredibly aggressive and incredibly quick round, but DMS is losing players left and right. Eebs is down right now. Heck is trying to stop this sniper from harassing. And yeah, 3 down at the moment for DMS, with everybody up for Team BRB.U. BRB.U actually pushing back out on the second point, so I don't know, this game could in fact be over. Only 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, both teams are playing very well. This has been a really great game to watch. A lot of the times, especially towards late in the season, you've played teams that are close to your skill level, so you don't really play them again. You'll end up playing teams that are not as close skill level, and a lot of the games aren't anywhere as exciting as these are. This is definitely a very close game. It's very well played.
Indeed, and this is early in the season too. Oh, Dink going down to Liquid, so Liquid's going to want to try and push his team in there once again. Blue team trying to get some, I'm sorry, red team here. DMS trying to get some aggression put together once again, but they don't have a lot of time left to do it. And it looks like we may not see a tied round after all. Nice hat here, though, the white hat and mask combo. You don't see that enough from medics. It's very, very classy. Red team may be able to capture second here. A minute left on the clock, though, so I don't know. This is getting very, very close. I think all Blue has to do is turtle up right now, but their medic is just now coming back up. There's an Uber advantage for Eves, and he's holding on to it as long as possible. They might actually be able to Uber into last. Is there a sentry up? That is what's going to make all the difference right now. Sentry only just now at level 1. That's actually huge. If Red can push in here, I think they might be able to do something about this. Here they go, pushing in right away. The Stinkies are going down onto the Sentry, knocking down the Dispenser immediately.
Sentry's down.
Sentry is down, and this Uber's getting flashed all over the place, so lots and lots of red team being, oh my gosh, I think they might actually have this. Spy on fire, they're getting half the capture time, and there you go! It is 4-4 with not enough time left for any sort of capture, so it's tied, and it's going to go into an overtime round. Holy crap, man!
That was great work on DMS there. They the medic for DMS was able to keep that Uber through the push on second point and then use it in order to push through last. And Red being DMS and BRB.U, their NG didn't have their level 3 sentry built up yet, so they couldn't defend as well as they probably would have wanted to.
It was 3-2 in this half, of course, 3 points in a row for BRB.U, but then DMS brought it back to tie it up in that round there. So we're going to come right back with the overtime round. So the overtime round here, Spike, as you have said, it is the first team to get that all cap ends up winning, right?
Yes. So there should, I mean, granted with the server configs there is a 30-minute time configuration, but it shouldn't last that long. So it is the first team to cap all of the all 5 points.
Okay, and right now we've got both teams running out here to the middle point. Once again, BRB.U is in the red trunks, and we have DMS in the blue. First guy to die is Mize. What is his name? Gosh, I gotta get that better. Mize backfired, getting knocked down, but Cylon himself dies there. So we've got Joker, who actually was going huge in this game, is dead now. And it seems like Liquid trying to get a pick there on the enemy medic, but it's not going to happen right now. And wow, this mid-fighting is extremely chaotic, but both these teams kind of staying pretty far back from each other. Uber actually popped very, very early for blue team here. They are going to manage to cap the point, but at what cost? The counter Uber now popped on a Pyro. He's rushing in here right now. Oh, getting air blasted away. Very well done here so far by the blue team. Oh, no. DMS taking a lot of damage, but it seems like the Uber's finally faded away there for red. Wolfie coming around the flanks here to deal as much as he can. And hey, that's what you got to do as a scout. You got to get the enemy team boxed in. Oh my gosh, huge picks here. Heck knocking out Q though. Dink knocking out Heck, but it looks like Blue has lost their medic.
Who is
Cylon though? Oh, takes down the red medic, and everybody on red team so hurt right now. This is a pretty big deal.
That was a great pick. Red BRB.U's scout had excellent work there, bonking the blue heavy as the heavies were dueling it out, and it caused blue heavy to drop.
Wow.
Because that was great.
Yeah, well done to him then. Of course, using that Sandman to its full effect. Sniper here pushing Dink, already pushing into second though, and Wolfie knocks out Joker once again. So Joker has been shut down this round. Very good focus firing by them, and now Somnus coming out here trying to, gotta focus his scout down who's on his back, but that's going to be just fine. He's now trying to stop this Pyro from just being a pest here on the second point. So far, the Pyro doing a great job of coming after the medic. He may get him. There he goes, just complete WM1 into Eves and knocking him down. Oh, and Q loses his health kit there too. That's no fun.
I missed what happened, but Q DMS's demo took down the NG for BRB.U. He took down the NG and the Sentry gun. I didn't see it happen.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. It may have even been sitting on second or something, so there's no sentry up for red right now, but they do have a big Uber advantage. They are pushing out with it right now. Soldier Joker, he's just like, Joker's sitting here like, okay, you killed me a couple times, but you don't get to do it this time. Cylon now coming around to see if he can't get a pick here, but red team doing a very good job so far. They've actually lost 3 players, though. Only Dink down so far. Oh, goodbye, Cylon. Yeah, decloaking right there was not the world's greatest choice, but he was running out of cloak anyway, so what could he do? Joker trying to get some more huge picks. This time, though, he's spotted out by an enemy heavy, and this is... Oh, no! He's going to get knocked out once again. Caught out of position there. Nobody on his team left to back him up. There is a level 3 sentry going up on the last point here, so red team going to have a defense put together, but 50% Uber for Eads right now, and 4 players down. High damage dealing classes, all of them, for red team, so it looks like they don't even want to wait for the Uber. They're just going to push right now. No, the sniper has just come back up, so maybe it would be better advised for them to wait just a little bit. Sandman trying to hit once again, but that's a tough thing to hit with. Dink goes down to Liquid, though. If I were blue team, I would think about falling back here until they get some kind of a pick.
DMS has 100% Uber, however, and BRB.U only has a 75%.
Oh, that is true. That is true. They've got a big Uber advantage, and for the next 10 seconds or so, they could push in with it and really deal a lot of damage. Problem is, they're going to have to pop it very, very early, and yes, they do. They pop it early right out of the gate.
There's the demo.
But he's going to die so quickly. Oh, no, maybe not. He's actually does a lot of damage so far before he finally goes down there. Q gets taken out by the Wrangled Sentry. No, it looks like the Uber is ready for Scar now. Doesn't even have to pop it yet. Now, Blue has backed out. Eaves has stayed alive, which is very good. Oh,
Cylon, DMS's spy just took down BRB.U's engineer.
Yeah, and the sniper took down the heavy as well. Good counterplay there. We've actually got the Uber popping out here and just finishing up for red. They're pushing out, trying to recapture second, and there goes Eaves. So I think red is going to have the cap on second, unless Q can do something about it with his sticky bombs. Laying down some area denial here. Oh, Pyro right up in his face, though. That's never where you want to be as a demo man, but it sounds like this Pyro's getting taken care of, and now Q pushing around here once again. He's going to try and go for a big jump onto the last point here, but there's a level 3 sentry up, and oh my gosh. Oh, nope.
That definitely was a big jump on by Q on DMS. He was, I think, up at the top of the max height for this map.
Now, I want to say... the coordination has been decent so far. One thing players have to remember in Highlander especially, throwing away players on suicide runs there to, even if you're trying to knock out a sentry or something, if you think you have the advantage, it's almost never worth it, because in Highlander, the more people you have alive for the big Uber push, the better. Scar right now with his 100%, is he pushing out? Yes, he is. He's slow pushing his heavy out here. He's just, wow, almost walking out there, spun up the whole time. But here he goes, pushing out right now. The enemy medic has already dropped back, however. Q kind of in the way of that, weirdly. I don't know why he was standing around there when that Uber was called. But no, now the Uber's faded. Oh, Heavy getting caught out of position here, a little bit somnus for DMS. I'm not sure why he is caught there. 8-Ball standing up on top of the roof, but he gets shotgunned to death there. And it looks like Wolfie's trying to go huge, knock down the enemy, or at least deal a lot of damage there to that enemy Heavy. Now pushing in, getting just in the tail end of that Uber so he can get nice and healed up and overhealed, catching out the spy now, and that's always fun to do. But it looks like that, oh, that Wrangled Sentry is still up, and that is just such a pain.
Yeah, that's excellent wrangled work on by BRB.U's engineers in the gate. He mowed down the medic who was halfway across the pipe trying to reach towards that last point.
Heck, they're trying to get away from the Girardi, but it was not going to happen as, of course, when you're Girardi'd, you're still visible even when you're cloaked. No fun at all for the spy. Nonetheless, these teams have gotten a little bit better as time has gone on of shutting down each other's spies. Actually, those Cylon, let's just see if we can't find the Cylon cam. Sorry for clicking through these so fast, but Cylon, where'd you go? Where'd you go? He is actually in a decent cloak position. Nope, gets caught out, so I thought he might have been able to do something there, but not using the cloak and dagger after all, so that's that. 8-Ball now trying to delay the enemy from pushing in through this flank as much as he can with these stickies, and of course that is a great thing for a demo man to do.
BRB.U just popped their Uber, pushing in, trying to take 2 again. However, they did not drop DMS's medic. But
No,
it looks like they will cap
story.
the second one.
Oh no, actually, Heavy coming around here, and with the big explosive damage, that was some huge combined fire there by Blue Team, and there's only one man left up right now, it's Liquid, but they also have this Sentry here, and that's going to be so
they have
no players
up.
up. That is correct. Sentry goes down.
Oh, wow.
I think this is going to be the end of the game. DMS wins it in overtime, 5-4 against BRB.U. What a great game, Spike, and thank you for recommending it to me.
Yes, you're very welcome. I heard that it was great, and I actually watched part of it myself, but I didn't want to give anything away. But this is probably one of the best UGC games that I've seen. A lot of them aren't this close and exciting.
Yeah, and you guys out there watching at home, thank you very much for watching. I know we've had a drought in the Highlander world recently, but I finally got some awesome games to cast once again, so very happy about that. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Salamancer, and I'm signing out because it is mega late in the evening, and I'm just going to go straight to bed.